Shabbat Shalom. This week we read the Torah portion of Noah, and as fate would have it, I look outside my window and it is raining, even pouring. But there are a lot of stories that take place in Noah, none more interesting and fascinating than the story that we read about Noah's character at the beginning of the Torah portion. We are told that Noah was a righteous man in his generation. Why the qualifier? Why doesn't the text simply tell us that Noah was a righteous man? Some commentators would have us believe that the reason that it says in his generation is to point out to us that Noah, who might have been righteous compared to the horrific people that he lived around, that in fact had he been in a normal generation of good people, he would have been anything but righteous. Other commentators still would tell us that the reason it tells us that Noah was righteous in his generation is to point out the fact that Noah should be considered all the more righteous because he was able to remain righteous in a time where everyone around him was anything but. How do we explain this? What are we left to think or know about Noah's character? To me, the one thing that we can know for sure is that in a time where people were bad, where they were committing sins and wrongdoings that led God to destroy the world, that Noah was able to rise above. There are few things in this world that take more courage than rising above the evil around you. It is hard, even close to impossible, to stand up in the face of evil that is going on around you and to be the one light, the one person that recognizes and calls out that evil and does something about it. That we know about Noah, that he was courageous, that he was able to show this kind of courage to stand up and say, no, that is wrong. That is not what we do. It's interesting to note that Noah did not live a perfect life, but his ability to stand up and be courageous in the face of evil is something that we can all follow, that we can all champion, and the one piece of his character that we can all undoubtedly agree on. Shabbat Shalom.